Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You are now tuned in to another episode of the Doug Cow Show. On today's episode, we're reviewing an original audible audio drama. It is called um it is called whoops. Little back up a little bit from the mic there. It's called Monster 1983. So basically, what happens is there's this new sheriff in town, Sheriff Cody, and he's replacing this other sheriff, Sheriff Gibson, who seemingly just disappeared. So you get into the story, and then people start getting killed. Like, they get a call about this mysterious death on the cliffs outside of the harbor. So then you have these other characters: Toby, Bacon, Michael, Amy. Okay, Michael and Amy are the sheriff's kids, Sheriff Cody's kids. So basically, what happens there is, so Michael's chilling with Toby and Bacon, and they start smoking. Toby gets some cigarettes and they start smoking. So, yeah. So then it goes on to talk about Henry, this fisherman guy, and he was killed. He was killed just like the other ones. And then it was an old man, Mr. Hartman was killed. And they all have two things in common. They all have this one thing in common. They all were killed with a puncture. And when they punctured them, and then they made another puncture hole to suck the lungs out of their, to suck their air out of their lungs and collapse their lungs. Weird, right? So then more people start dying. And then there's this weird fortune teller at the fair called Signora Marcini. And she is Susan, who is Amy's babysitter. They go to the fair and they want to go in there. And so yeah. And they go in there and they're like, Madame Rossini goes and tells Amy, she's like, there's evil lurking around here. You don't need to come in here. She's like, there's evil in this town. Don't let your brother get in front of this girl. Because if you do, evil things will happen. Evil things. So then, basically, they think they have their suspect, this guy named Freak. And he's just a weird, eccentric dude. And then there's this other guy that they're investigating, Dan Bruce. He's weird too. So they're investigating both of them. Meanwhile, more deaths happen. And oh yeah, then there's this Mr. Fisher dude. And it turns out they tried to say he was from the FBI. Or he said he was from the FBI, but it turns out later on in the story, you learn he's not from the FBI. He's a bad dude. He's like a secret. He's like works for the for some kind of weird people. But anywho, I mean, it was a great story. I'm not gonna spoil it anymore. I'm going to just let you guys read it on your own. Again, it's called Monster 1983. It is included with the Audible Plus catalog, so if you want to look it up, it is free to read. And just go into your Audible Plus, search Monster 1983, and you will see it there. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yeah, and so then there's a little bit more. I'm gonna tell you all a little bit more. So they started calling this thing the Night Demon. So, but the way it ends is really, 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 really twisted. Oh my god, is it twisted? It is some twisted shit. But yeah, but that's gonna do it for me, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys have enjoyed the podcast, and I will catch you in the next one. And I will try to do more of these. I do apologize for not coming around more, but like I said in my last podcast, I've had a lot of stuff going on. I ended up moving back in with my parents, so just chilling. Me and my girlfriend of 11 years ended up breaking up. So yeah, it's been hard, man. But I mean, it's all good. I'm still here. I'm still doing a podcast for y'all. The podcast is not going nowhere. Trust me, it might be a while before I put out another episode, but the podcast is not going anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. You can rest assured on that. The podcast is not going anywhere. Not sure how frequent I will post on the podcast, but I will try to do them as often as I can and often as I can for you guys. So, with that being said, I hope you guys have a good one, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace. My ladies and gentlemen, peace.